What's up, dudes? I didn't feel like typing. Again, I'm kind of lazy. Just totally lazy. I feel like when I type, a lot of stuff gets lost in like the translation, where I literally write something and then I have to backspace like 3 times, and that didn't sound right, and the syntax of that is all wrong, and it's really frustrating. So, vlog. Happy stuff, I guess. Today, I sold some stuff that I've been trying to sell for a little while. So it brought in, you know, not a lot of money, but to me, anything is a lot right now. When you're unemployed, like, you're wondering, how am I going to pay for the gas to put in my car to go to this job interview? So, that was good. And I also got a gift from one of my friends. He was very gracious. We were at the mall. He was actually getting, like, sports shoes, something else like that. And we stopped in Payless to look at shoes for him, and he ended up getting me shoes that were on sale. So I'm building my collection. I'm really excited. I don't know how well you can see those, but they're like, they have little word bubbles on them that say like pow and pop. Super cute. They're low tops, but I am also adding to my collection of high tops. So I have some now that will go, I mean, I know it's black and white, you can't see the colors, but they'll go with the other blue ones. So that was cool. And I also got a little coupon thing from Victoria's Secret, so I was able to get a bra, which was on sale for like $15, marked down from like $45. I know, it's crazy. And like a little thing of perfume. So it was a pretty good day, pretty happy about it. My stomach's been kind of upset, and that's not cool. But while I was hanging out with my friends, we got into a conversation about astrology. And I follow astrology. I'm way into it. I am a Virgo Libra cusp. I was actually born on the day in the 6-hour window that the house transitions, so I get to read 2 horoscopes every day, and sometimes I'm Virgo and sometimes I'm Libra, and it's literally 50-50. Like, I was asked, you know, which one do you think you are more, or are you one more than the other with a touch? No, really? I mean, I didn't want to admit it when I was younger because Libras are kind of, you know, no offense to any Libras, you probably know, they're space cadets, so I didn't want to necessarily be a Libra. We got to talking about numerology. I am the number 1, of course. I am the leader. I have to be in control, and I tell everybody what's what. And it's been that way since I was a kid. Like, I got put into groups in school, and I'd be like, you are going to do this, and you are going to do that, and then you're going to work on that, and you're going to buddy up with me, and I need you to go down and get us some coffee. So, since I was a kid. But we started talking about Chinese astrology, which I know that I'm a tiger. I don't know much about tigers. I have to assume that they're ferocious and, you know, not kings of the jungle. I don't know. But I have this little app on my phone. There's an app for that. With Chinese astrology. And for those of you that are tigers, and you'll have to look it up to figure out where you are, because it's by the Chinese calendar year. So if you don't know what you are, you can go find out. You know, there's like dragon, snake, ox, rat, etc., etc. I believe there are as many signs in their zodiac as, I think there's 12. But I'm a tiger. And I was wondering just what my app would say about that. It didn't actually have much about my sign in general, but it did say something about the year 2010. It's kind of like a yearly forecast, because it's the year of the tiger is 2010. Specifically, the white metal tiger. I have no idea what that means. I'm reading off of my phone. But it's interesting because towards the end of 2009, I literally felt like 2009 was maybe not one of the worst years that I've ever had, you know, but it definitely was, it was up and down. It was unpredictable. It was kind of, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite year. So when the new year was coming up, I was so excited because I was like, great. 2010 is a whole new year. It's a whole new chance to be kick-ass. And I made a, not a promise to myself, but just, you know, it's going to be different this year. It's going to be awesome. 2010 is going to be my fucking year. I really thought so. And then I read this today. We're talking. And I'm like, this 2010 is turning out to be one of the worst years of my life. Let's see. The attributes for the year are firmness, as opposed to softness, sharpness, as opposed to bluntness, dryness, as opposed to wetness, I don't know, coldness, yeah, purity, I don't know. Justice? Definitely not. And old age. The tiger is a fighter, so this year calls for bravery, courage, and strength of spirit. This year will be anything but quiet. Awesome. It will bring to our lives the element of surprise and suddenness. I hate surprises. I mean, sometimes I like surprises, when they're good surprises, not like in the butt surprises. The circumstances and situations will be changing rapidly, and many people will find it difficult to adjust to the instability. Be careful and try not to make hasty and imprudent decisions. Great. Tiger people could either have a very lucky or a very unfortunate year. I would say I already know which end of that spectrum I'm falling under, and it's not lucky. Either way, this will be a year of big changes. The stakes are high and so is the risk. Competition and constant challenges promise a tough yet very rewarding 12 months. There is potential for great professional growth if the tiger chooses to collaborate with the dragon or horse people. Their partnership will be extremely beneficial. I don't know that I know any dragons or horses. Not immediately off the top of my head. Because of their natural leadership and fresh, unconventional ideas, tigers may end up taking charge of some big and important project. And 2010 may be the year when some tigers will change their social and marital status. Well, I've definitely done that so far. I don't know. I'm not going to let a horoscope dictate my day, just like I'm not going to let a Chinese zodiac prediction dictate my year. But I do put some faith into stuff like that. I believe in the movements of the universe. You know, I'm soldier of fortune or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how much I believe in fate anymore because it's not my favorite thing sometimes. But I do believe that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes the reasoning is unclear, and it's not until everything will come together that you'll be able to make sense out of it, and maybe it'll be for the best, and maybe you fucked it up, and and you learned from it. You know, I believe in karma first and foremost. 3 times 3, all the way, because I realized early on that when you're a good person, good things happen to you. If you're nice to people, and you don't lie, you don't cheat, you don't steal, you're in the clear. You know, apart from some minor indiscretions. I'm not saying that you're a fucking saint or anything, because I'm definitely not. But try to be a good person and good things will happen to you. The only problem with karma chips is that they don't always come in when you want them to. Sometimes all your chips come in at once, and sometimes you go out of your way and take it in the butt and you get, like, that much back. But that's, you keep doing it because, I don't know, it feels good to be a good person, except when you get fucked over for being the nice guy, and... Anyway, I digress. This year has sucked royally. And I actually just got an email from my dad yesterday that he's worried about his 6-month PET scan. For those of you who aren't in the know, my dad was diagnosed with cancer, what was that, the beginning of 2009? Something like that. He went through 1 round of chemo. It was cancer of the throat and the tonsils. He was a smoker for 15 years. Hasn't smoked since like 1975 or something, but managed to get the throat cancer. And they're concerned about his vocal cords now. He was doing okay. He was doing really good, and he's worried. So we're all holding our breath to see what his oncologist says. It's just between my situation with this dude and my living situation and my job situation and all that stuff, and now my dad possibly having a relapse of cancer. I don't know, whew. It's gonna be a tough year, and I will make peace with that, and I will accept it and be totally cool with it. As long as I have something to keep my spirits up, you know, you gotta have a reason to get out of bed in the morning. You've got to have a reason. It's gotta be something, whether it's your job or your significant other. So basically, I'm gonna take this as I'm gonna use this year to find my reason to get up out of bed in the morning.